Welcome to our latest deep dive into the world of Formula One, where speed meets strategy and big money is always in the driver's seat. Today, we're tackling a billion-dollar question: could an F1 team really reach a $10 billion valuation? With the sport's popularity and profitability surging like never before, we'll explore how close the top teams are to hitting that massive milestone. Stick around as we uncover the financial engines driving F1 into a potentially record-breaking future. Formula One is often synonymous with luxury speed and immense wealth. The sport boasts global recognition, attracts blue-chip sponsors, and is home to the fastest drivers on the planet. But the question remains, can the value of an F1 team ever reach the staggering heights of franchises in other sports, like the Dallas Cowboys, recently valued at over $10 billion? And to give some context, the Cowboys' valuation could hypothetically purchase three of the most iconic teams in Formula One: Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull, and still leave change. This comparison alone highlights the current disparity between the top-tier NFL teams and the pinnacle of motorsport. However, the landscape of F1 team valuations is changing rapidly. Every team on the grid now turns a profit, a far cry from the days when struggling teams barely scraped by. Take Williams, for example. Purchased by Doralton Capital in 2020 for $200 million after several years languishing at the bottom of the standings, the team is now valued around $725 million. And this is despite their continued challenges on the track. But financial success in F1 isn't solely about on-track performance. The Dallas Cowboys themselves haven't won a Super Bowl since the mid-90s, yet they lead the sports world in valuation. Similarly, in F1, revenue and brand strength can sometimes outweigh sporting success. In recent years, the average annual revenue of an F1 team has nearly tripled, driven by the sport's growing popularity and a surge in sponsorship deals. Companies are eager to have their brands associated with the glamour and excitement of Formula One, with new deals being inked almost weekly. Liberty Media's CEO, Greg Maffei, expressed confidence that the upward trend in F1 team valuations will continue. With teams like Ferrari and Mercedes already valued at $3 billion to $4 billion, the possibility of an F1 team one day hitting the $10 billion mark, akin to the Dallas Cowboys, doesn't seem so far-fetched. A significant factor in this growth has been the introduction of the cost cap in 2021, which limits the amount a team can spend annually. This cap, set at $135 million, aims to curb runaway expenses while maintaining a level playing field. Crucially, certain costs, like driver salaries and the wages of a team's top executives, aren't included in this cap, allowing teams some flexibility in how they allocate their budgets. Different teams have responded to the cost cap in various ways. While some see it as a tool to boost their overall value, others exploit loopholes to attract top talent, aiming for on-track dominance. But regardless of approach, the cost cap has ensured that all teams, from front-runners to backmarkers, remain financially viable and competitive. Formula One's structure also plays a crucial role in preserving team values. Unlike many sports leagues where underperforming teams can be relegated, F1 operates more like a closed league. Teams remain on the grid regardless of performance, safeguarding their revenue from broadcast rights and sponsorship deals. This stability attracts investors and sponsors alike, knowing their investment is protected from the uncertainties of relegation. As F1 continues to captivate audiences worldwide, particularly through platforms like Netflix's drive to survive, the value of teams is likely to keep rising. Even though a $10 billion valuation might seem out of reach today, the current trajectory suggests that it's not a matter of if, but when. Indeed, F1 team values are at an all-time high, with Red Bull reportedly turning down a $1 billion offer for its sister team, AlphaTauri. The sport is experiencing a golden age, with financial strength and popularity both on the rise. While the first $10 billion F1 team may still be some way off, the future looks incredibly promising, with the value of the sport only set to increase in the coming years. As Formula One continues to captivate audiences and attract unprecedented investment, the possibility of an F1 team reaching a $10 billion valuation is more realistic than ever. While we may not see it tomorrow, the groundwork is being laid today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the business of F1, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest in motorsport news and analysis. Your support drives us forward, just like the technology and talent that push F1 to new heights.